Hi guys, and in this section we're going to talk about how you guys can hold yourself accountable for the targets and results that you guys want. Now it's very important to do this because as you're going on your journey there will be times where you're feeling really good, but also times when you're feeling really bad. Now it's the times when you're feeling really bad, it's very helpful to make sure you're accountable for your results and for the targets you've set yourself. Now, to hold yourself accountable, there are 4 steps we're going to go through to make sure you get it working properly. Step 1 in holding yourself accountable is to set your targets. You've got to find out what results you want to get throughout all the training you're going to be doing. Now, the targets you can set yourself can range from anything for weight loss targets, body fat targets, clothes targets, so maybe dropping a jean size, wearing a shirt you used to wear a couple of years ago because it's a little bit too tight now. They're all absolutely fine to have. The only thing you need to make sure is that target is unique and specific to yourself. There's no point setting yourself a target to lose 2 stone when you don't have to lose 2 stone. If all you need to do is drop a couple of jean sizes, that's absolutely fine, that's your target. Now, most of the time you get weight-related goals, so people sort of say they lose half a stone, 2, 3, 4 stone, and that's absolutely fine. But if you guys are going to set yourself a weight-related target, just bear in mind the healthy rate to lose weight is 1 to 2 pounds per week. So roughly work that out when your target may be, and then 1 to 2 pounds is a healthy range for you to be losing weight. Step 2 in holding yourself accountable to yourself is to write down why you want to achieve these results. Now this is so important to do because you need to give yourself an emotional attachment to results you want to achieve. And I'll quickly tell you about a story about a client I had of mine where we focused on her why to help her lose that weight. Now she was someone who would always lose 10 pounds. 10 pounds will come off and they'll go back on again. She'd lose that 10 pounds again, but then 10 pounds will come straight back on again. So then when she gave me a call when we just worked together, we actually found out why she wanted to lose that weight. Because before it was just, I just want to lose 10 pounds. There's no emotional connection to it. And as we dug a little bit deeper into the reasons why she wanted to lose 10 pounds, we actually found out that she actually got a bit of back pain when her weight would go up. So that was one reason why that 10 pounds would have to go, so she would have less pain in her lower back. Now the other reason that she wanted to lose that weight is because when her weight would go back up again, she'll get a little bit tired and too fatigued, so she wouldn't be able to play with her children as much as she wanted to. So then that was her second reason why, to make sure she was fit, make sure she had enough energy so she can go and play with her children. So guys, as we touched before, you set yourself targets, that's absolutely fine, but it's so important you actually write down the reasons why you want to achieve that target. So just to touch back onto my client, so her weight target was to lose 10 pounds. However, her reason why to lose that 10 pounds was to get rid of that lower back pain and to be able to have more energy and more fun playing with her children. So that's the importance of having your reason why. So take a bit of time to think of why you want that target, and it's so important to get that emotional connection and that emotional attachment to your reason why. Step 3 in holding yourself accountable is to write down your targets and your reasons why. Now this is really important to do because it sets you little reminders of why you're doing what you're doing. Now good things to do with this is to write them down on a piece of paper or on a sticky note and then put them on the fridge, or have little just reminders around the house. And remember, the things you want to write down are your targets and your reasons why you're doing what you're doing. And it's really important to do this because what it does, it gives you a constant reminder of what you're out to achieve. Now, because there will be some days when you're not feeling particularly great, and if you're walking about your house and you see one of these notes that reminds you what your target is, that reminds you of what your reasons why are, it just may help you get through that day when you're not feeling particularly great. Now, one thing I tell some of my clients if their target is to get into a particular trouser size or dress size is to buy the outfit they want to wear. Even though now it may be a little bit too small for them, that's absolutely fine. So say for example, it's to drop 2 trouser sizes. I'll tell that client, go and buy them trousers now. Go and buy them now even though they can't fit. However, you put them at the front of your wardrobe. Put them at the front of your wardrobe. And the reason you do that is because every time you go to bed, that'll be the last thing you see. And when you wake up, it'll be the very first thing you see. So you have a constant reminder of what your target is and why you're doing what you're doing. Step 4 in holding yourself accountable is to go and share your story. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to go and put a press release out in a local newspaper or do a massive long Facebook post and send it out to all your friends. All you need to do is speak to just 3 people. Tell them what your targets are, tell them your reasons why you want to do it, but also tell them how you're going to do it. So if you're going to be doing some training sessions during the week, and talk to them about the meal plan you're going to be doing. Tell them everything about it, because then that way the 3 people you tell will be more emotionally invested into what you're doing and will give you support along the way. Not only that, by you opening yourself up to these 3 people, it gives you that extra commitment to go and get those results so you don't let those people down. So tell your story, share it out to people, do a 3 as a minimum. If you want to do it to more people, that's absolutely fine. But it's really, really important to share your story and tell people what you're going to be doing. So guys, we've gone through the 4 steps you need to do to make yourself accountable for your actions. Now, not only are they helpful to do now, but they'll also help you in the long run, which we'll touch on another video.